Hey guys, Jona here, and today I'm at Tool Fair in Coventry. Never been to this show before, and I'm on the lookout for quirky tools as always. Hopefully some new brands, because there's a few on the list I didn't recognise, and I know they've got hand tools. So, quirky, interesting tools is the name of the game, and there's loads of brands you know and love here as well. So have a look at those, take them back to the workshop and give you a top 5. So, let's get into it. And before I forget, this video is sponsored by HelloFresh, but more on them later. Armeg, seeing you guys, right? You're based in Sheffield, aren't you?
We are, yeah, in Dronfield, yes.
We're not far from you. So this thing, I've been looking at, I've been tempted to buy one. You've got one on your belt.
I have indeed.
Kind of a bit holder.
They are indeed, so it's a carabiner set, and you've got our new twisted impact masonries. So it's all impact shanked.
Yeah.
The flute has been designed as well for an impact rather than SDS, so it drills a lot easier. And these come in sets, which we are doing special offers on as well today.
Very rare I'd use an impact drill for drilling.
Of course, yeah, but...
People do they?
Yeah, we've got the whole display over there to obviously show it. It's always a bonus, to be fair.
And they're made in Sheffield, right?
They are made in Sheffield, yeah. Everything, so...
Have you got a show offer on this at all? Because I am after one.
So we've got a few different show offers, so I can show you over here as well.
Yeah.
And that's all the impact bits with the 5.5 as a 160 as well.
Yeah.
We've got the different nut drivers which are all magnetised, the additional impact bits with the wood shank as well, and then your accelerates, which you've probably seen them about as well.
I like it. Right, so I'm going to get one of those. What else have we got over here? Because you've got hand tools and all stuff as well.
So we've got retractable knives, board saws, the grippers, all your blades, your jigsaw blades, multi-tool blades, and then the accelerate range as well, which you've probably seen what we're probably most known for as well.
Well, just tell me what those are, because although I recognise them, I don't know what's special about them.
So
I've got a Bosch hole saw set with a quick release. That's what I use.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this is slightly different to that. So it's a sheet steel hole saw. So it's just built for sheet steel up to 1.6 mil thick. It's a design, something that we've found quite well. So it's pilot bit, and then you've obviously got the metal part as well, which is perfect for just cutting through sheet steel. And
then the spring, what pushes the bit of metal out rather than getting it all jammed.
It does indeed, yeah. So it makes it a lot easier. We do it from 16 up to 40 mil as well. So there is quite a variety of sizes on those.
Well, I think that's going to have to be for me then.
I'd recommend going for one of those, to be honest, because again, with it being the British product, it's probably one of the better ones to go for in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. All right, okay. Right, so I think those two are my first Tool Fair pickup, and that's the deal you only get if you come to the Tool Fair. So you get like a free bottle opener and a pen and some other bits with every order on the booth. So happy days. Let's keep looking. Is this where I claim me free t-shirt?
It is indeed. Good morning, sir.
Happy days.
Would you like a builder or an electrician t-shirt?
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you had two choices.
Yeah, we've got two choices there.
Electrician is for me.
We've got large and extra large.
Extra medium?
Extra medium.
Have you got any of them? Extra large for me. And electrician, that's spot on.
Perfect. There we go, mate.
Happy days. I'll show you. That's pretty cool. We didn't mention that in the last Tool Fair video. If you come down, you get a free t-shirt, and I'm going to go and try and find a bacon roll now. Thanks very much.
Have a great day.
Let's have a look. What's in the box? The biggest box. Sadly, it'll be a moulded insert, but I wouldn't mind chopping it up and putting a foam insert in there. What a beauty. Yeah, Colin Furs could do one of those, and he'd be getting on grand with the Milwaukee magnet drill. Right, so I got my free bacon butty, and if you didn't know, it's a free t-shirt or a bacon butty. It's pretty amazing, and it's free entry as well, so that's a winner. Got mine. Let's get back to it. Breeze block behind Perspex definitely caught my eye. What's going on here?
So we have the Pulsar 27E.
Yeah.
This is a nail gun for electricians that shoots into concrete, steel and masonry and brick.
Cool.
Depending on what nail you choose. So today for our demo we've got a concrete block, and I can show you how to fix some cable tie bases to fix all your cables.
Yeah, awesome,
okay? So we have our nail gun here. All the nails are ready to go. We can get, this is a black cable tie base. We can put that onto the concrete there. Put our battery in, press down.
Beast.
This is a gas and battery tool.
Right.
Yeah, so you never pay for the gas, but it works like a car engine, so the battery just sparks the piston to shoot.
Cool, can I have a go?
Of course you can, if you come round. So,
oh, there's a bit of I like the smell.
So if you put a cable tie base there, like I said, when you put it down, you need to push down and then shoot for it to fire. That's a safety mechanism.
Smart. That is a beastie thing.
What do you think?
I like it a lot. Similar to like a pass load nail gun, they do the same, don't they?
With the same company as Pasload.
There you go. Oh, nice.
Saltless.
I like it. What hole saw set is that? That's like the quick release one, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a Mandrex one.
Yeah?
So it's quick release.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Sparky, so it's 20, 25, 32, 40s, your 54 for our downliners, 64 for your round faster fix, and 73 for your classic downliners, and your 51s for your bush lock ring.
Yeah.
Now just it was only 20 quid, and I was like, I'll just get 2 shadow foams because they don't really peak up.
Yeah, happy days. No, that's smart, that mate. I like it. Now Unilite are doing tools now, not just lights, and at the installer show they'd sold out of this one, which is their utility knife, and I love a utility knife, and this is a pretty cool looking one. 10 quid at the show. I think I'm going to have to get one if they've got stock, so that's the first question. And at the installer show I also looked at their glasses, because they're not just normal safety glasses, they've kind of got a seal on, so you know when you're like using the grinder, you have a little speck of something go straight under the glasses, go in your eye. Well, these have got like a seal to stop that, which I think that's pretty genius. I think it's simple, but it's a benefit. So the plan is get a pair of these if they've got any, and get one of these. So that's the next thing. Have they got any? Recognise this little badger. I had to buy mine to get it shipped over from America. That is a little beauty, that is. That was in our Klein Modbox video, go and check it out. And I can see more Klein tools. That's pretty cool, isn't it? 7-in-1 nut driver. I think I prefer my little impact flip sockets, to be fair to that, but...
Anything, Jonathan?
Trade lift challenge, sounds like a bit of me. I got a trade lift from the London show. Yep. What's the challenge?
Yeah, so perfect. So if you come around here, first level, simply use your foot on one of these trade lifts.
Yeah.
All the way to the top.
Yeah.
When you get to the top, you'll see the light go.
Yeah.
There we go. So that's the first level done.
Yeah.
Move to the second, or use your hand. Spread the walls apart, just like that.
Yeah.
Light goes. And then you've got 5 levels. This is the big one. This one usually takes people the longest. Use this straight to the top.
I reckon if we team this, we'll go really quick.
I know,
so
I reckon we could do
that. How about that?
Bit more than cardio, nothing like it.
That's it.
This is the one people go a bit haywire on. 2 hands, all to the top. Just like that, and then you go on to the final one.
Yeah.
And as you can see, game over, stop the button.
Stop the button as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, yeah, I'm up for it.
You ready
Let's
to
give
go?
it a go. And what's the time to beat?
32 seconds.
32 seconds. That's pretty good going, isn't it?
I reckon you got it.
I don't.
Do you want to give it a go?
Give it a go.
Go right to the light. Go on.
I am not getting a good
Yes,
score on this
perfect.
one.
Next one.
This flipping thing's a joker. Got to lift the thing up.
Straight to the top. Keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
To the light. Perfect. Next one. One more after this. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 42. 42.
It's the flipping foot ones, isn't
I know,
it?
it's hard, isn't it? It's actually a bit of
Well,
cardio.
there we go. 42.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Owen.
Thank you very much.
Shake your hand while I've met you. There were a couple of tools I actually have got that you said you didn't recognise. I can't remember what they are.
Right, we're doing a video right now and you'll be in it, John, I can assure you. Matty's been filming it, so...
I'll see me on the next channel. Thank you.
You will. TIS, I've seen your stuff in CEF and Edmonton's, I think.
Yeah, it's a family business, so I started the business with Steve's dad, who's now my partner.
Yeah, and you've got a good old range of stuff there. What's going on here?
Well, the thing at the minute, obviously, is solar.
Yeah.
We're right at the forefront of solar testing with what we do. So we've got the PV Check S, which is the commissioning instrument for DC side testing.
Right.
So this is your MFT for the DC side of solar. That will manage to do 1000 volt, 15 amp systems.
Yeah.
Things are developing and getting even bigger now. So we've just launched the PV Checks Pro Plus, which will allow you to carry out insulation testing and voltage testing up to 1500 volts, 40 amps. The big thing with this one as well, it's got what we call a GFL, a ground fault location system with it. So if we have a problem with an array, we can check 35 panels at a time and it will home in on that one panel that's gone down. So you can imagine if you've got to feel the panels, being able to check 35 at a time rather than one at a time is a big time saver.
You're not kidding, yeah.
So that has that.
So the main stuff I've seen is your smaller test equipment for like households, multimeters and amp meters and stuff. I can see all that over there. You've got any show offers on today?
Well,
not got any TIS stuff, and you know, I'm here at the show looking for some bits, so.
The kit that's a showstopper, and we've been selling a lot of these at the show, is we've brought together this voltage tester, which is analog, digital, has phase rotation on it, complies to all the standards, has the relevant covers on the tips. So that's our TIS 850. Combined with that, we've also put in the kit a bag and a proving unit. And then as part of the kit as well, we've got the full lock off here, which has got pin in, pin out, multi-tag hasp. We're selling that including VAT at the show for £90. So we're making it affordable now. There's no excuse now for people not having the kit because of price. It's affordable.
Oh, right, well I'll have one of those off here. Thanks very much, Mark.
Thank you.
Chameleon.
Chameleon.
What's the proper way?
You can call it what you want, actually. Or you know, you're getting a great product.
Yeah.
This is the South Korean made. It's a 27mm wide blade, high vis.
It's got a nice feel to it too. What other stuff have you got for sale? I can see. This looks cool. Quick draw.
Yep, I've got one on my belt actually.
Have you?
Yep. So what you do, so you take your normal belt clip off. This will take any type on the market.
Yeah.
So if you bought one, we'll just say we're doing them at £5.
£5, that's good.
You just clip it on your belt.
Yeah.
Quick release. Straight in.
I like it.
Nice and easy.
£5. Can't be bad. Ring me up. The One Hammer Nail Challenge.
Are you up for it, yeah?
I got stitched up on it
Right,
last time.
I'm going to do the first one and then let's see how this goes.
Don't put it on a knot for me, will you?
Right, well, it's going straight there then. The 1 hit challenge. This is my go, okay?
Yeah, and this time I'm wearing the glasses. All the comments are about you weren't wearing glasses.
Do you want to go? Yeah.
And yeah, well, I mean, I'll probably miss the nail again this time.
It's not on a knot this time, no.
Yeah, you ready? I know I missed it once
Good
last
luck.
time. You ready?
Good luck, yeah. Do you know what? That was a really good, good.
Closer.
Good effort.
And it's not on a knot, so it's my best go.
Finish it off.
There you go. Tell me the tape measure challenge.
Right, the tape measure challenge. So I'm going to give you a measurement.
Yeah.
So let's say I said 30 inches.
Yeah. Put a nail in.
Yeah, and then obviously, there we go, 26, so it's well out.
What's the number?
I'm going to give you a number.
26?
No, I'm going to say, 26. No, right, okay.
Yeah.
42.
42?
Inches. 42 inches. Tell you, is that board big enough? Hammer it in. All right, let's see. 46.5 inches. Mate, that's not bad though. Not bad at all. I'll give you that.
Give me another go, I'll put it back there. You're gonna give me that?
Unlucky. And that's the measuring challenge.
I like it, I like it.
Very good.
Now, it's the second time I've used this hammer and I really like it. What's the price on this?
£42.50, mate.
Is it written on it?
This guy's a Canadian.
This looks pretty cool. What's going on here?
Yeah, this is a brand new machine for polishing, handrails, cutting or grinding, 360 degrees welding like this.
Yeah.
Want to show you?
Show us. Yeah, it's a beast of a thing, isn't it?
You need a grid 80 and then it's very easy to handle. Just with this.
That is nifty.
And it's gone.
That is amazing.
But not touch it, it's very, very hot now.
Cleanboot, I think I might have seen this. Tell me what the crack is.
Absolutely. So if you've ever used these, people describe them as cheap and cheerful.
Yeah, I've used these loads of times. The hair nets, aren't they?
Smoke alarm,
Not
cover the
quite.
smoke alarm, but they're neither, and they really don't do the job that they're advertised to do. So an Australian plumber in 2009 came up with the original Cleanboot, He lost all the money on one of his biggest jobs because one of his guys weren't wearing the cheap and cheerful stuff. So he came up with a sporting goods grade neoprene overshoe that's reusable and washable.
Yeah.
We've got a carpet grip sole, so that means you're sure-footed on carpeted surfaces, whereas with these throwaways, they're really, really slippery. And at the end of the day or the end of the week, you simply turn them inside out, put them in a domestic washing machine, 30 or 40 Celsius, and they're clean and good to go. Drip dry and good to wear the next day.
I like it. So where can you get these?
You can get them at the...
Other than the tool fair?
Other than the tool fair. They're available online or at thecleanboot.co.uk.
So thanks very much, Paul.
Thanks a lot.
And thanks for watching the videos too.
Super, thank you.
Happy days. Sarbo's a brand. I don't think I managed to get around to you at the last couple of tool fairs. If you were here, have you been at the other tool fairs?
Yeah.
You've got some cool looking power tools in your 18 volt lineup, but I don't think I've seen this
Yeah,
many
this
other
one's a
brands.
new one. It's called an air duster. So
Yeah.
if you're covered in dust or your tools covered in dust, you can just blow it off.
Yeah.
Especially things like plunge saws and things.
Yeah, they all
Blow
get
the
dusty,
dust
don't they? Yeah.
Also inflates as well. You've got a nodule you can take off.
That's handy.
Change
yeah.
it.
Take
You
that
can
camping and
inflate
inflate
things
your
as well.
airbag. You know, you've got a really wide range of stuff. And the meta boxes are one of my personal favourites. I think out of the storage systems, they're really solid and robust. We've got a few tools at the show now, so I'm looking for a box. I think we do inserts for this one, so we can get it decked out.
That's the empty version there.
So I'll get that and get some foam in it, and that can be for the tools. So thanks very much. With that, I think we head back to the workshop.
Cheers. Thanks, mate.
Right, so that's me back from Coventry Tool Fair, and that was a bit of a drive, you know. I was actually surprised from Northwich down to Coventry, a couple of hours, but it was worth it. I've been to a few tool shows this year, and every time it never fails to surprise me that there's brands I've not seen before. And Tool Fair, there's 6 shows across the UK, and each one is slightly different. So I've got loads of really, really cool tools to show you. I've got some great pickups. I've got easy, clean top 5, and there's some absolute bangers in here. I've also got a giveaway, you know how we like to do it, starting strong with a t-shirt. I got a couple of professional electrician t-shirts and a couple of professional builder t-shirts. So I've got a mixture of sizes, all large and extra large. So as we always do, if you want to get involved in the giveaways, just drop a comment down below, Talk Tools, let me know, did you manage to go to one of the tool shows this year? Let me know which one, and you'll be entered in with a chance to win one of the little prize bundles. The t-shirts though, that's just one of the items. I've got a few other bangers coming in here. And before I get into the bags of goodies though, let me ask you a question. What have you had for your tea? Or what's on your sandwiches? Now, I've worked a lot of different jobs, been a lot of different sites, and there's always one guy on the site asking you what you're having for your tea. Or if it's not that, what's in your lunchbox? Well, we've got a new segment, Jona's cooking segment. So let me show you what I've got for me tea.
What's Jona having for tea now?
So what's for tea today? Well, it's from HelloFresh, needless to say, and it's their hot dogs. I thought this was a pretty good option for the family, and this is for 4 people this week, so I'm cooking for everybody. And all of the ingredients are nicely split out, so I'm not a chef really, and I'm not that good at cooking, so simple instructions, all the ingredients already kind of pre-weighed and organised into a little paper bag. And if you want a box like this, you can get 60% off your first order, but I'll tell you more about the offer once I've cooked all this up, and I'll show you how good it looks. Potatoes, chop, chips, drizzle, shake, pop it in the oven, gas mark 6 for 20 minutes. Garlic, drizzle, wrap in tin foil. Sausages, pop it in the oven. Salad, more salad, mayonnaise, season, and stir. That is looking really smart, that is. I think chef's privilege. I will have a little bit of a taste of that, make sure it is seasoned. That is pretty good. Reminds me, do you know what Murphy's Law is? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Do you know what Cole's Law is? Thinly sliced cabbage. Right, let's check on the oven. Remove when golden brown. Buns. Plate. Coleslaw. Sauce. Crispy onions. Chips. That's HelloFresh hot dogs with all the trimmings Done. So there we have it, and it looks pretty close to the picture, I reckon. That is not a bad attempt. Didn't take me long either. All I've got to do now is give it a bit of a taste. That is spot on. So if you're thinking of trying HelloFresh, now is a great time. And I tell you what, I've had a few boxes off them now, and they don't miss. Every meal I've had so far has been delicious, and it's been dead easy too. It's actually been quite fun going through the instructions, and they're really quick and easy too. This meal took me about 20 minutes, not like, and to be honest, the oven did most of the work. I just did a little bit of prep, chucked it in the oven, and it's all come out as a nice healthy meal too. So use our link in the description and code SHADOW60, and you'll get 60% off your order and free desserts for life. You get to choose from a selection. I've chose Goo Zillionaire this time. So after I've eaten all of this, the family all get one of these. Use our link in the description, go and grab your own box, and let me know in the comments if you do, because you'll also be entered into this video's giveaway. So that's what Jona's having for his tea. Back to the workshop.
What's Jona having for his tea now?
So let me know in the comments what you think of the little cooking segment, the little cooking interlude. I love it. I think that's quite fun. It's nice to integrate sponsors on the videos because it allows us to do bigger projects, go further afield, hunt for more tools. Obviously these tools, I'm always spending money on tools, so having a sponsor does help. Let me know what you thought of that, and you'll also be entered into the giveaway. So it's a bit of a win-win. But that leads me to the tools, the good bits. So I've got 5 bags here. I've already kind of sorted out my top 5 picks. Number 5 on the list is a few goodies from Unilite. So let me show you. So in the number 5 spot is one of my first pickups, which is from Unilite, and they also give you this lovely little tote bag. Now, I've been to the Unilite stand before, and I got a little torch. This time, I wasn't on the market for a classic torch. I've already got one. But they have a few other products, and the 2 I picked up are their safety glasses and their knife. They were sold out of this. Last show was the installer show, and they'd sold out of this, so it was popular. But I got there in the morning on the first day, and they still had some, and it's just a solid looking knife, this thing. Built Tough is their hashtag, and this thing is, it feels nice and solid. It's not too unusual. It's just a folding utility knife. It's got 2 positions. It's got like a little belt cutter here, or a little wire stripper, and it's got some blade storage in the handle, so you can see there's 3 blades in there. The main thing though is it looks smart, and it's all metal, and it just feels like a really solid knife. So quite happy with that. I was glad they had one in stock. And then safety glasses. I was due a safety glasses upgrade. My safety glasses in this drawer behind me are pretty ropey. Let me show you them. Pretty old school. Got a couple of blobs of paint on, a couple of scratches. They were due an upgrade, so I thought a pair of these Unilite ones are good because they're not just a smart looking pair of safety glasses, they actually have a seal around them. So if you're ever using a grinder, you know, Sod's Law says that you can have a little spark fly up underneath your glasses or a bit of dust. These have actually got a seal around them, so when they go on your face, there is nothing creeping under or over the top of the glasses. I thought these were really smart, nice pair of safety glasses to add into my toolbox behind me. So that was another lovely little pickup. And a little bit of a throwback to another pair of Unilite glasses, the work lights that I got from White Shores DIY. Keep these on hand at all times because it just shows how far Unilite have come. Because I did confirm this is actually slightly different branding. This is Uni-Light. And I asked on the booth if that was them. And these are one of the early Unilite products, and yeah, they've definitely come a long way. I think they do need a pair of glasses with lights on though. They do need to kind of connect these 2 together, and they don't have that yet. But look at the battery mechanism. Literally, you put 2 AAA batteries in there and then fold it to turn it on. How crazy is that? And it doesn't work too well, to be honest. That's my first pickup, and I'm happy with those. Let me show you number 4. Next up is an item from a brand called Komelon. Now, we've not looked at these before, and it was a lovely chap on the booth. Knew his stuff. He had a bit of good banter. And what did we pick up? We got a tape measure, the one that he recommended, actually, because he had a few different ones there, including an LED tape measure. This is the tape measure he recommended. It's the Power Blade, and it's high visibility. It's got printing on the back in vertical, which I always like. I always like to see that. Not all tapes have vertical printing on the back. Not a lot of tapes have printing on the back at all, so that's really good. It feels nice and solid, and it's got like a tip on the bottom and the top as well. Just a really solid tape. Another thing he sold me was this, the Komelon Quick Draw, and this was only a £5. And that's the thing with the tool fair, you kind of got to be there to get the deals. You can find these things online, but you go to a tool fair, you're going to get a better deal, and there's even a bit of room for negotiation. Dennis actually had one on his belt and he showed it me. Essentially, it clips on, and then you have to undo the original belt clip that comes with it and switch it out for the Quick Draw version. Nice simple upgrade. That was pretty quick to do, and then that just clips on your belt. It can't fall off, can't go anywhere, and if you want to get it off, you just push that down and it's straight off. That is not a bad upgrade, that, so I'm quite happy with that. And number 4 category isn't quite finished because I did get the Komelon Quick Draw, but as I was passing Komelon, there was another booth, Eisenblatter. I'd not heard of these, and he basically just put a product in my hand and said, here you go, free sample. The Trim Fix Hellfire. So that obviously immediately had my attention. Hellfire grinding disc. I thought that was something special. And basically what he explained to me is this is basically a flapper disc for like smoothing or emerying down, but it's got a resin-based back rather than the fiberglass back that you'd have on a typical one, and it lasts a heck of a lot longer. Jen's on the booth can explain it better than me.
Normally have a glass fiber here. Yeah. So what happened is this starting working from the outer to the inside, and when this is gone, it stopped. You cannot grind anymore.
Yeah.
You cannot work. You have to do it away. It's rubbish for the next 2,000 years. We do the same, but we do it with a natural phaser, so you can remove it completely. This is wood combined with polypropylene. That's all. And then you can grind here 4 up to 5 times more than a normal standard disc.
This is the disc?
This is the disc.
And what do you call them?
Hellfire.
Hellfire, oh, good name.
Hellfire, this is Hellfire.
What do you call them in Germany? I call that a flapper disc.
Hellfire.
So this is made out of wood chip?
Yes.
Rather than what you said there, it's like a fibre?
Yes.
And you can go right down to the nub, so you get a lot more use out of it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because of the wood, it's more flexible.
Yeah.
And the noise reduction go down.
Yeah?
Yeah, and the vibration is gone. Normally when you work with this the whole day, fingerprints is very, very sensitive in the evening. You don't have anymore.
Is this one for me?
This is for you.
You don't by chance have 5 I can give away to the viewers of the video, do you?
Yeah,
Would you be able to sort that out? Amazing,
Always.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now I've got a drawer full of these emery discs, because anytime you do welding, you need one of these to clean up the work. And I know how quick you can go through them, so I'm really keen to give this one a test. And obviously, he gave me one. My first question was, can I get another 5, please? I explained what we do on the channel, and he totally got it. So big shout out to Jens, thank you very much. He gave us 5 extra of these, which are going to go with our t-shirts to form a pretty cool bundle already, and it doesn't stop there. So shout out to Eisenblatter and Jens for those. That is part of our giveaway, and these are going over here. That's number 4. Let me show you number 3. So third on the list is a tool from Hultafors. Now this is a booth I have stopped by before, at the Bolton show I think it was, and I took on their one hit challenge. It was like hit a nail into a big sleeper, one hit with a hammer, and I didn't realise at the time she put it on a knot, and most of the comments were I've been stitched up. So I took on the challenge again, and I like the hammer so much, I picked one up. It is a pretty smart hammer. They've got some smart tools at Hultafors. I could have probably picked up a full bag of stuff, but I do like to just pick up a few bits each time, not go too mental. So I got a hammer. Another tool that stood out to me was this thing. This is a tape measure like none you've ever seen before. It's called the towel meter. Now, chap give me a demo of this because it's got a couple of quirks about it. Let me play the demo.
As a general rule, most people, when they get a tape measure, they'll do something like that to get up into a corner. Instead of being able to do that, you'll lose meterage, you'll lose mil, everything else. What we do is this.
That is
so
cool.
The distance from there to there, 100 mil.
Yeah.
And so what you'll do is you'll get your point and then you'll go up to the edge. And if you look on the tape itself, there's 2 different measurements. The black one is from there to there. The red one is from there to there.
I like it.
So that gives you an accurate internal measurement.
I like it, really cool.
So on the back it's got measurements that'll give you an outside diameter.
Yeah.
There's also a hole there which acts as a datum point. So once you've got your diameter and everything's ready, you put your nail in.
Yeah.
And then the nice little sharp part on there. Right?
Bang on 0, yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty nifty, isn't it? Just to whiz around and just find your sensor or something.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Once you've got the right measurements, if you are using plasterboard, it'll get from the edge, it'll pierce the plasterboard, and then it'll run.
I like it.
And cut the plasterboard for you at that level.
So as you can see, this isn't your typical 3 meter tape measure. It's a nice solid metal body. It feels quite sturdy, and it obviously does function as a normal tape measure if you need it to. And it has got reverse markings, but you can measure diameters with it. You can use it like a bit of a compass, and you've got this tail point here. So when you're measuring like an internal gap, it is quite hard, isn't it, bending that tape round? But with this one, it's kind of built in. So I love that. I thought that was a lovely little pickup, and it packs away nice and small, and that is my 3rd pickup. Let me show you number 2. Next up, I got some electrical test gear from TIS. Now, I've seen this brand a few times in Edmonton's, and I already knew it was a family business, but I've never bought anything from them until now, because they had a pretty cool deal going. It's about 100 quid, I think it was, for this bundle, and it's their Stay Safe for September. I think that was the hashtag. I'll put it on the screen. And basically, it's a campaign about properly checking for dead and making sure something is safely isolated before working on it. So what did I pick up? Well, I got one of their voltage and continuity testers. You know, if you're an electrician, you'll know all about this. And if you're not an electrician, this is probably one of the simplest and most effective ways of checking that something's dead. And essentially, rather than using a little volt stick, which I do talk about a lot, I do like that as a little pocket tool, having a volt stick. You can see one behind me here. This thing will flash red if there's power, but you can't rely on it. You could never properly work on something thinking, oh, you know, it's not lighting up, there's no power. You've got to properly test something is dead. So if you've isolated it, and they did send as part of the kit, they've got like a lock-off box. So in here, you've got a little lockout padlock, and then you've got a few little MCB, so you can actually lock the miniature circuit breakers on a consumer unit. So that's a pretty cool kit. That came in the bundle. So did this proving unit. Now, if you don't know what a proving unit is, essentially, just picture this. You're about to work on a machine, and you've locked it off, you've put your padlock on it, and then you've tested it with this thing. But how do you know that this thing's right? Well, we've got a tester for the tester, and this tester is called a proving unit. And essentially, you put the checker on that, and you can see it's lighting up, it's saying it's seeing power. So really, really simple concept. Just prove that your continuity tester is working properly and you're not getting a false reading. Because if this thing's died, you put it on electric and you think, oh, it's not lighting up, we're all good. But obviously could easily be broken. Batteries could have died in this, or something's gone wrong with it. So I'm quite happy with that. And also it came in this lovely little bag, so it's nice and compact to keep in your toolkit. And I think that's pretty smart. And we also have a single little bag as well. So you can have the continuity tester in its own little bag, or in this little bundle kit, which is obviously a lot better because you've even got little cutouts, so you don't have to take that proving unit out of there. So I thought that was a great little pickup. So I'm happy with that. That is my number 2 pickup. Let me show you number 1. So in the top spot, number 1 is Armeg. And now this is a brand I've seen about a bit, but I've not looked at their booth before. I'm not sure if they were at the other tool shows, and I certainly didn't see them, but I had a good look around their booth at this show, and they have got some cracking tools, and not really tools, but bits. And these are all made in the UK. They had a fascinating video on the booth showing their manufacturing process, and they're all 1/4" bit tools with this little 1/4" bit holder, which I love that. You know, we've got here 6mm, 7mm masonry bits, and they're the most common ones. You know, I usually use a 6mm bit and then red plugs. Having them on your belt, I think, is smashing. Also, got this set here with the hole saws, 20mm and 25mm. And again, for what I'm doing, just whizzing through a 20mm hole for a grommet on a little box, they're flipping smashing, and having them on the little holder, I thought they were a great little pickup. So these two came in at £95.98, which is quite pricey, I'd say, for drill bits, but the idea is you buy good quality ones and you're not burning them through, and they do last you a lot longer. So I'm quite hopeful for these, but that wasn't it. I spent £95 on the booth. I also got a couple of freebies. Give me a little gas panel key and a pen, so always happy with those bits. But guess what happened? Every single booth I go to, I always take a picture, do a selfie, because if you didn't know, over on Instagram, we're always sharing behind the scenes, little shots on the stories of where we are, what I'm filming, any tool shows I'm going to. So make sure you head over to Instagram and follow shadow_foam. And if you're following along on Instagram, you'd have seen on our story that I shared a picture on the Armeg booth. As I do with every booth, I always share a picture. And if there's any competitions, I always enter them. I always take part in the different challenges, and I never win anything until this show. This is the first time I've ever won a prize, and it was an Armeg toolkit. They hit me up on Instagram and they said, we've pulled your name out of the hat. All the people who took a picture on the booth were entered, and I won this lot. So I've got this tool bag, which for starters is awesome. Nice square base in that, so it'll be easy to include some shadow foam, and a whole host of their products. So I'll show you everything they sent over. So we've got the 4-piece bracket spur set. So this is for like low profile nuts, and there's a nice little 1/4" ratchet like head there. We've got another hole saw kit. And then we've got some masonry bits. We've got the twister containment superset, which I didn't buy. That was one of the options when I bought these two. That was another one of the options which I didn't get. We've got the 2-piece set, and we've got a load of screws. There we go. That is my top pick. All of these Armeg tools. Let me know if you ever used Armeg tools, because from my first look and looking at the video and hearing some of the reviews, they're good stuff, and they're all UK made as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. All UK made, which is pretty exciting stuff. So that's my number 1 pick, but it doesn't stop there, because I also found a Metabo Meta box. Big thanks to the guys on the Metabo booth. They saw what we were doing. We had a good chat with them about the show. Now, I didn't buy any Metabo or Hikoki power tools because I've got so much power tools. I'm not spending money on things I can't use or don't need. But they did hook me up with the Metabo Meta box. Now, we already make inserts for these. We have inserts for every single power tool case and modular toolbox case on the market. You can head over to shadowfoam.com, go to the brands page, and you'll see we have hundreds of toolbox inserts, literally thousands of different versions and SKUs. Now, this is the Metabox insert. It slots straight in there. So in order to show you how the shadow foam works, we're going to be having that, and we'll be cutting these tools in a bit. But that's not everything I got from the show. I've got one last thing to show you. One last Brucey bonus.
You've won another Brucey bonus.
Cleanboot. Do you know what Cleanboot is? Because I don't. This was at the very, very last bit of the show. I was walking out the door and a chap stopped me and he said, I watch all your videos, keep it up, keep up the hard work. And he was basically saying, you know, you get going, I can see you were leaving. And I was intrigued because I could tell he was an exhibitor. And he showed me the Cleanboot system that he was demonstrating. Now, this product came from Australia and it's made from wetsuits. And he also gave me a whole ruck of these. Now, most of you will know exactly what these are as soon as you saw them, and that is plastic overshoes. Now, there's thousands, if not millions of these every day in the UK alone going in the bin. And what's the big problem with them? You kind of put them on your foot, and obviously you look really courteous to your customer. You've got overshoes on, how prepared are you? But quite quickly, they kind of bust through or they go missing. You know, you look down and one of them's gone, and you don't know where the heck it is. So that's what happens to me anyway. You know, you put them on, they look legit for a first couple of minutes and then they disappear. Well, the Cleanboots are basically just a heavy duty replacement made out of wetsuit material. Hence why I mentioned the Australia connection, because it was an Australian who had an old wetsuit and he basically had this idea and he made one and he thought that is a winner, and now he sells them. So essentially you can just have these in your van, put these on, they're much heavier duty, they stay on your feet a lot better, and they've got a grip on, so you're not going to be like falling over, and it stops you having to take off your big work boots when you've tied the laces and it's a right faff. So I thought that was a fantastic little product because it's not only is it a good handy product, but it's also saving a load of waste. So it's an absolute winner. Big shout out to Paul. Thanks for stopping us, because he hooked us up with 6 sets. So it's a set for me and 5 sets for the giveaway. I mean, I did comment on how much of a mess that was. The example picture is pretty crazy. But to be fair, you know, it's not too inconsistent. If you're working out in digging footings or something, that is what your boots look like. So fair play. And he's hooked us up with 5 sets of those. So that is the bundle. If you want one of the sets of Cleanboots, a Tool Show t-shirt, and one of those grinding discs as well, all you've got to do is drop a comment and make sure you're subscribed. It's as simple as that. And the comment can be about anything we've looked at in the video, any suggestions for future videos, all those comments get included, and then we draw the winners out in a future video. We just literally have a random comment picker, pick 5 winners, and we'll ship the prize bundle out to you no matter where you are in the world. We've shipped prizes now all over the world, and we don't like anyone missing out. So make sure you get a comment down there, and good luck. Now, that's all the tools. All I've got to do now is lay them all out on the shadow foam, as we always do, cut them all in, and I'll show you how easy it is to cut and organise with shadow foam. Let's do a layout. So as always, let's do a quick demo on shadow foam. If you don't know what shadow foam is by now, where have you been? This is 100% polyethylene. It's very easily recycled. It's made out of the same stuff plastic bottles are made out of, so you can recycle it. And we do recycle all of our foam at Shadow Foam. And all you've got to do with this is cut and peel. It's resistant to common chemicals. So rather than just telling you it's cut and peel, let me show you how easy it is. And I'll start with a nice easy tool at the front. So let's go with this tape measure. So all you do is place it where you want, put a little bit of light pressure on it, and you just cut round it with the scalpel. Now the scalpel comes in a cutting kit, and these cutting kits come free with most orders at shadowfoam.com. So everything you need, the anti-cut gloves, the scalpel, they all come in the cutting kit, so you don't need any specialist equipment. Once you've cut all the way around the item, you move it out of the way, and then you go back and you cut back round deeper. So here I'm cutting down to about 25 mil, and that'll allow me to pull out about 20 mils worth of foam. Once you've gone all the way around, you then just dig your finger down one of the corners, one of the gaps, and you're basically just hooking your finger under a seam, pulling it up towards yourself. Once you've made a bit of a gap, you can get another finger under there and then kind of get a little bit more purchase and peel it all out. And that is as simple as it is. And you do that same technique for every single item. And then whenever you take an item out, you'll know instantly that it's missing. And it allows you to organize full drawer systems. Obviously what I've got here is an insert, so this slots straight into the Metabo Meta box. We also have inserts for the DeWalt Tough system, the Milwaukee Pack Out, the Tough Bill, all the American boxes, the Makita, even the brand new boxes that haven't even been released yet, like the Mac Track. And on that, go and watch the brand new Mac Track video on our new channel. I'll put a link up there. That system's only in America right now. But as soon as we get one, and we are usually the first, we'll make an insert for it. So any box you've got, we'll have an insert for. That's how you cut shadow foam. Let me cut the rest of it. go, that is all the foam cut, and it's as easy as that. It didn't take very long, just a couple of minutes to cut all those items in, and it's the same technique for every item, whether it's a really deep tape measure and I've peeled out a few extra layers, or like a big chunky item like the hammer. It's all the exact same technique, and we have inserts for every single tool case. We have inserts that slot directly into this Metabo Metabox insert here, slots perfectly in there, and it'll go straight down to the bottom. They come in twin packs, so you can have a couple of layers in here and create your own tool kit. So big thanks to HelloFresh, our sponsor of this video. I hope you enjoyed the little segment, What's Jona Got for Tea, and a big thank you to HelloFresh for making that segment possible and sending us that epic box of food. So hopefully we've got more of those in the future. Thanks to everyone watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.